A few questions have come in regarding translating information that's in Rhino over to AutoCAD with both layers and proper scaling. So here what I have is a bunch of 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch cubes, 1 inch by 1 inch squares. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them onto multiple layers. So I'm just going to go ahead and call out 4 new layers. So we'll put each one of these on a different one of those. And then we'll go ahead in and just change the colors of these. Something like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of these and do an export. So you can also find export in File, Export Selected. And we're just going to save this as temp2. So again, if we look at these options, so these are something that we went over a little bit last semester. So default will default you to splines. So I do not recommend using that one. I recommend using the 2007 Polylines. So if we click that, we click on Edit Schemes, go to Curves, and uncheck Explode Polycurves. So if you do polylines and you have Explode on, it's going to still import them as single lines. If you want more resolution, turn this angle down. If you want less resolution, turn this angle up. For what we're doing right now, this is not going to matter because we're doing all right angles, but this is more for circular objects and things like that. So we'll click Save and Close, and then we're going to save this out. So now what we can do is we can go into our AutoCAD window and we can go to File, Open, and we can open temp2. And what we're going to see is this come in, so we see again all of our layers up here, and then if we go to measure, we're going to see that all of these are 1 by 1. So I had a couple of questions come in about is there any way to do this without having to scale everything by 12? The answer is yes. So by default, all of your AutoCAD information is going to be in inches. So what you have to make sure is that your Rhino file is also in inches before you transfer that information over, and then you'll have a one-to-one translation of that information. If you're in feet, you will have to scale these by 12 because they will import as basically 1 foot, so you'll have to scale them down by 12 in order for them to be the right scale in AutoCAD.